fucked up. Sorry, I can do it again.
It sounded fantastic.
Dreams came true.
Leisha's been wanting
Dreams
the
came true.
live instrumental version of our theme song.
My heart is pounding. Thank you so much.
You're a big fan of the song, right?
I'm a huge fan of you guys and also that song. And I did. I've been asking for a long time.
You've
It's
been
true.
asking, and I know there were some technical foibles that everyone
we
was
just
trying
have
to
to
work
figure out
out.
how to play
yeah.
it.
We had to
Well, the
buy
moment
this.
They had to buy a xylophone.
xylophone.
I
It
know
was
it's
very
surprising, but it's
expensive.
not a song that we have in our usual
Repertoire.
It wasn't, but now
it
I
is.
just
Yeah,
asked
yeah.
before we recorded, do you think you'd ever like bust out that instrumental during a show?
Oh,
Sure.
for sure. Yeah.
Okay, well, we should introduce you guys.
Yes, everyone, we have CSS here.
Hello.
Can you believe it?
We have Lovey on a Zoom, Lovefoxxx from Brazil.
Hello.
Lead singer. Thank you for taking the time to zoom in with us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Oh, and I also made the graphics, right?
Well,
You
here's
made
the
the
deal.
yeah,
CSS
okay.
has a huge. You guys are the origin of pants because Lovey, you did the graphics. Carol did our theme song, and Anna,
Arranged
my
the whole
wife,
thing.
Arrange the
arranged the whole thing and produced it.
As she does.
So all those early videos that we used to post on Instagram,
Yeah, Anna would edit them.
Anna would
It was
put
my
them together.
pandemic project.
Yeah, well, we started this thing called Pants.
Yep.
And then we were like, we need things. We need art. We need music. We need everything. And you guys stepped in. And thank you.
And Luiza, we just love you. Here
Thank
you.
you. Being a bum.
We're like a co-op farm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Which I would totally start with you because you're an eco extraordinaire.
Also, you have
I mean, I have so many things to talk to you about.
No, in between all of us, we can run a small town.
Yes.
Let's get it
Yes.
started. You also have a
Well,
piece of
you have
art.
like an earth chip, basically.
Yes.
Will you tell
No, I
everyone about?
don't.
Well, no,
I
you
just
don't want
have
to.
a wall, an earthship wall.
Really? So you did the bottle wall, or what did you
I
build?
did the bottle. Yeah, but I helped to build some in Argentina.
That's right.
That part is true.
I've stayed in an earth ship in Taos, New Mexico.
Yeah,
And
they have the biggest community there.
Right. Yeah, you can rent it, or you could like 20 years ago.
Leisha,
Anyway, you're building one.
you also
Sorry,
have a piece
am I
of,
taking too much
no,
time?
you also have a piece
Well,
of Lovey's
also,
artwork hanging up in your living
I
room.
know. I don't know how much time to take here, but I could talk all day long. Okay.
God, that's
you
true.
are
I love
the
that.
most incredible painter. And I
Thank
remember
you so much.
No, I mean, everyone knows it. I'm just saying what we all know. But like, there was an article about your house and you were in it and there was this giant painting behind you and it like moved me the second I saw it. And I was like, it kept like, I put it on my computer. I was like, that's such a cool painting. And then I was like, hey, Anna, do you think like,
Because I
does she
arrange
ever-
things.
Well, I was like,
Yeah.
does Lovefoxxx
Produce-
ever like sell that? And you're like, I don't think so, but let me ask. And anyway, for months we corresponded about this, and you so graciously sold me this painting, and you took it off the frame and you rolled it up, you shipped it over, and then you sent me the most beautiful letter, and then you told me how to restretch it. Anyway, it's in my living room, and it's my favorite painting.
It's framed very well too.
Anyway.
I love that so much because when I was living at that place that I was living when that piece came out, I live in São Paulo now, but I was kind of depressed with no friends, and to know that that painting was there and everybody was seeing it, and Anna was always visiting it, it made me so happy. It made me part of the world, so thank you so much.
Oh, great. I love it.
Are you excited to come here for your tour? Because CSS is doing their 20-year tour.
We are.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait to be back.
You know, our guest house is going to be ready for you, love.
Yes, I know.
Anna and I are really pushing to have that guest house ready, aren't we?
That's the only, yeah.
That's like,
Okay.
that's the goal.
The goal.
So should we announce your tour?
Yes.
I mean, you've
Yeah.
announced it, but let's like do it again.
Well, we're touring.
Okay.
Wow.
May. Is it May 2nd?
We're touring the U.S. in May. We start on May
Third.
Third, yeah.
in D.C. We're going to play a few shows in the East Coast. Then I'm going to forget if I try
It's like
to.
Chicago, so-
But yeah, Chicago, Minneapolis, Denver, South Lake in the middle, and then San Francisco. And we end here in LA at the Just Like Heaven Festival on May 18th. So are you coming to any of the shows?
I mean, I'll be here in LA. Yes.
I mean, I was planning on
Are
it.
you
Do you want me
invited?
to? I hope so.
No, I want you to come.
I'm-
You've
I've
never
actually
seen
st-
it.
Anna, I've been waiting.
You guys
you have
don't
to come
fight
to
on
all of
air.
it.
Don't fight
All
on
of
air.
it.
Don't come to all of it,
Should
too
I
much.
go on tour with you? Should I hop on the
No,
bus?
go to
and-
New York.
That was the plan. I was going
Then
to go
go
to
to
New York.
Philly. Because
Yes.
then we can visit
That's true.
Mother Mary.
Yep.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
And then LA.
Okay. That was the plan.
Are you so
Are you
stoked?
only seen one show?
I've never seen any
No.
show.
No, are you only going to
Three.
see
No,
LA?
no. I want to see. I want to
Okay,
see. a
good.
few.
New York,
Yeah,
Philly,
you
and
should
Los
do that.
Angeles.
Yeah.
And
You
maybe
should.
some other show. Who knows? Buy tickets. It's on our website, CSS.
They have great
music.club.
I also Anna showed me some graphics that you are possibly going to use for merch, and they're fantastic
That's
graphics.
TBD.
Great merch.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for ages to see you all play, and I've begged Anna actually to hopefully you guys would be playing again, and thank God it's happening.
How did you decide? I mean, it's a long break. So who kicked this off?
Was it the 20-year thing where you realized it's now or never?
We're very good friends, as you guys know.
Yes.
We're very close. And I think we always talked about like doing this or that, but it's hard to put together everything. But what actually happened is I had this promoter from England got in touch and asked if we wanted to do a 20-year thing. And we're like, oh, we thought about it. So then that kicked off us getting back in touch with our agent. And like, but because we haven't toured for, I should say, 11 years, it's been a while. So that sort of kickstarted this thing of us just, rebuilding all the infrastructure of a touring band.
Yeah.
And we got this tour booked for the US first, but we're also touring the UK and Europe.
You are?
Because it's been announced, yes.
I act like I don't know. Of course I know.
I literally was like, you didn't know that.
Just finding
No
out.
way. Meanwhile, I saw the schedule the other
Okay,
day.
good. I would hope.
Going.
I didn't know if Otto was just telling you right now.
Yeah.
We are
It's like, what am I
playing.
performing for? What is this?
We're for the International Pockets.
Yes.
We are playing a ton of shows around the UK, and we're also playing Paris, Madrid, Barcelona, Lisboa, and Porto in Portugal.
Oh, y Porto.
Porta.
Porto.
Yeah, Porto, of course. That's what I meant.
Porto.
Okay, so it's 20 years from when
You're
you...
going to come to the show. You're going to come to the show.
Kate.
Okay.
Hey.
Kate.
Can I ask a question? Can we hang out backstage?
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Like, I don't know if like are there only a certain amount of
my
passes?
wife, I will get you like a.
Yeah.
But like, can I get a +1 or
Yes,
+2
yes,
to bring
yes.
Great.
to bring Kim and Leisha? I'm just asking like how many backstage?
We can offline this too. Yes, sure.
Yeah, we can work this out later. So it's 20 years...
We have the best backstage.
You have the
How
why?
so?
Why?
Because it's 20 years of inside jokes built into a playlist with very amazing, horrible dance songs that we like the same ones like Volare and Venga
Shakira.
Boys and Shakira.
Shakira.
Well, Lovey, I watched your show that you played in São Paulo. What was the show that you just played in São Paulo?
Primavera Festival.
The Primavera Festival. I found it online and I watched it, and I really have always appreciated your stage costumes
Oh, thank
and,
you.
and how you managed to tear one thing off, and then there's another one underneath, and then there's one under that.
How do you... Do you make them yourself?
This one I made with a friend, Gingy Roja. It was his idea. I had a jumpsuit that was a reference to a jumpsuit. I used to wear a rainbow jumpsuit. I used to wear for a year and a half in 2007. And then it was this rainbow, like big sequins, but it was just a very cheap material that we glued together with tape. And then I just rip it off. And I had just shorts and a t-shirt underneath,
Amazing.
And then there was a costume change, but we didn't have time.
Oh, you didn't get to wear
I
the
asked-
second costume?
Yeah.
I had a
the
third
dress.
costume that I asked for people to close their eyes because I didn't have time to. I was like, use your imagination, close your eyes, because there's going to be a costume change right now. And then, yeah. So,
I appreciate
I was breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
And
You
I
have
noti-
to do it sometimes.
And I noticed you had Hoka sneakers on as well, which
She didn't have hokas.
It was
but she had
hoka.
something
You
similar.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like she had the good
Arch
like
support.
arch
She
support
had
Yeah.
sneakers.
I mean,
a
at
lot
this
of arch
age,
support.
right?
I'm telling you, I
mean,
had
hey.
support for that.
I didn't use my hokas.
Anna told
You
me
had
that
your
you
hokas
like
on
the-
too.
I decided
shoes.
to not wear the hokas because the pedals, it's so big. The hokas are so big
Yeah.
that it was like stumbling
feel
on the
anything.
different
Right.
pedals.
Like, what am I
I was like, I don't
pushing?
have control of it.
Like
So I
press
ended up
5 pedals
wearing
at the same
Converse.
time.
It was like,
Well, I-
platforms.
Well, since, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I want to know how the band formed in the first place. Take us back.
20
That was
years.
like the
Okay.
origin of a band.
We used to hang out at the same place. Luiza and I met because we were in college together. She was in art school, I was in film school, but it was the same building. And we used to go out every Thursday night at this place. And then this girl who's not in the band anymore asked a bunch of people to be in a band. And then we went and had a first rehearsal. And that's where we met Lovey. We didn't know her. She showed up.
So there was a girl that's not in the band that
Ida.
started the band.
Yeah.
And then why did she
So
vominos?
oh, she's a fashion. She works in fashion. So
works in-
it got to
okay.
a point that she didn't want to be in the band anymore.
Got it. Okay.
But Lovey, tell the story that how she invited you and you showed up and didn't know anyone and ended up being the lead singer.
We were watching Carol's other band called Vera Fischer play a show. and
This
then
Carol?
Yeah, because Carol
You were
wasn't in the
wait,
band.
Carol. Wait a minute. You were in a different band?
Before
Yeah.
CSS, it took a minute for her to join us. We
I
already
was,
existed.
yeah, I wasn't in the first lineup.
Carol had a
at
bunch
some
of
point
bands
we had
before.
8
You
people.
did?
She joined a year after.
Oh, I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
what? Wait a second.
Well,
And-
yeah.
Okay.
We'll tell the
Wait,
story.
All right. I had no idea.
We can tell the story. So Lovey, tell the story of you getting in and we'll tell the story of Carol.
Okay, so I was watching Carol, and then this girl Ida, she came and asked if I wanted to join her band that she was putting together, and I was like, no, and she was like, what? And then I was like, all right, well, what am I gonna do? And then she said, no, I'm just putting together people I like to hang out with, and that's it. You don't need to really know how to do anything. And then I said, okay, I'll be the guitar player because I used to play. Know how to play bop on the guitar. That I learned when I was 13, so I'll be the guitar player. And then I think I was an afterthought because all of you guys were together at the rehearsal space, and she called me and she was like, hey, we are here. And I was at work wearing a Motorhead t-shirt with no guitar. So I was like, I don't have the guitar, blah, blah, blah. So I got there because I thought to myself, if this band lasts for one show and I'm not there to, dance, I'm going to be so sad. So I just went because I didn't want to regret. And then I got there. There was 3 girls playing the guitar. And then I said, okay, nobody's singing. And I was with this Motorhead t-shirt. And I was like, oh my God, I just know Ace of Spades. What if they ask me about Motorhead's discography? but then they were covering Hollywood by Madonna. And I was like, I know that song. So I became the singer because everyone was playing the guitar and the
Way too
microphone was
many
in the
guitars.
middle
Yeah.
of the room. And because I think I was an afterthought, but it's okay. And that's how.
What do you
It
mean
all
an
worked out.
afterthought? No, we were like sing, and then you sang, and we were like,
No.
holy.
Yeah, and then she started
Did
singing.
no one think
and she started screaming,
about it?
and it was we
Amazing.
had those first sessions. It's incredible.
And we were like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What were you screaming about? No, I'm kidding.
What were you screaming? Were you screaming the
were
Madonna
playing-
song?
We're playing
Yeah.
a punk rock version of Hollywood.
Oh, cool.
But Madonna posted a remix, a CSS remix she did on Instagram.
It's not a CSS remix.
It's a
that
cover.
version we recorded.
I'm sorry,
that.
Madonna posted the cover that CSS did of
She
Hollywood,
did.
so it was that song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see
Yeah.
that.
It's so good.
Play it for you. And then Carol came along because about a year after that, we were playing not like proper shows. It was just like, whatever they called us to play. And one day,
Like a furniture store.
like a furniture store is their first show.
A furniture store?
Yeah, that was their first show.
Like a vintage furniture store.
Oh, and also on that first show, we had 4 songs and we played the 4 songs twice. So we played 8 songs and nobody noticed.
So it
Yeah.
would last like a decent chunk of time. And Carol would hang out with us. Like she was a friend, she was around us. But what happened is Carol is a very good guitar player. She's a very good musician.
Carol's kind of good at everything. She's,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
she's
get
a
that
polymath.
feeling.
No.
Like
Exactly.
anything Carol touches.
Did you
is
want to join the
perfect.
band and they weren't asking, or you were
Well,
scared to
no,
ask her
what
to join?
happened
'Cause-
was someone called me, like this big producer called, because I
is
was,
really funny.
of course, already
Wait a
managing the
second.
band at the time.
Wait a minute. You became the manager
Immediately.
Immediately. Of course she did.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. Tell how you would manage the money after the DJ set.
Oh no, because we had a party. We had a party before we really played.
Yes,
and
and I always drank this drink that was
vodka and Baileys.
Oh,
Or
so
Congress.
It's like a
Anna?
white
That was her
Russian.
drink.
That's
It was her
disgusting.
doing?
Excuse me.
I was 19. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
You know what? No judgment.
And
But
I was
even then, we're like,
And I
what
was
are
the
you-
only one who would stay until the end of the night to count the money of the
No,
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I used to do when I would DJ, but I was sober, so I could actually count
Yeah,
the money.
so
Yes,
you can
you can
imagine.
So
imagine.
Anna
She's
was
like,
all
it's
like
great.
the math.
seeing,
Let me
seeing
tell the
triple.
story of how Carol got into the band.
And also, we didn't do the party for money.
That is true, Lovey. We did it to drink for free.
And to how do you say, to nurture our DJ abilities.
But anyways, about a year after that first rehearsal, we were a very scrappy band, but we got like, people really liked us. We got sort of like in, the newspaper, like in the, we had some sort of like, we did some sort of buzz and following in São Paulo. And then there was this festival called Team Festival, which was like incredible. It was like New
Huge.
York,
Yeah.
PJ Harvey, like but
Primal
prestige.
Screen,
Yeah.
Kraftwerk.
Like really good acts would play, and it would be like the event that everyone would like really
Go
want to
to.
go every year,
Yeah.
because in Brazil at that time there wasn't that many international shows. So one day I was at my dad's house in the bathroom. I got a call from this woman who runs Team Festival, and she's like, so I wanted to know if you guys have any interest in playing Team Festival. And I was like, I died. And then she was like, what's your fee? And I had no idea what to say. I was like, I don't know. And I remember I said, I don't know. I'm going to say $1, but it's the same thing. I said, I don't know, $1,800. And then she was like, we can pay you $2,000.
That's cute.
We could have made
So we
way
booked
more.
that show, and we were opening for someone, like it was the same day as PJ Harvey.
No, we were before Kraftwerk.
Before Coachella.
Wow.
Just
We were
before.
high on
Next
the lineup.
Yeah.
And then we were like, oh shit, we need to have like a proper show. Our show was it was like a punk rock.
So you didn't feel like, oh, we belong here. You didn't.
No, we didn't.
We took up
There wasn't a
space.
show. It was just like
Okay.
A mess.
playing at the furniture store.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
more messy and
But
party.
you had a following though.
Yeah,
We
but
did.
it worked in that like little space.
Yes.
That little room, and everyone's
Yeah.
wild and it's loud.
You didn't
It's
know
one thing,
people
but
were
if you-
going to take you seriously.
Yeah,
Yes.
Not on a big stage.
if you're far away, and how do you translate that?
Yeah.
So we rehearsed like crazy.
So
with,
we
like
got
lights
Carol. So
off.
that's how we invited Carol to be in the band because she,
Oh,
you
you
were
needed
playing-
a professional.
Yes.
Oh, professional.
that was the closest thing we can get.
So when
to a
Carol
professional.
came in, how did you like?
Also, our
Did
sound
you
guy
kind of
was
tighten up
deaf.
the sound, or like what? What was the big
We
change?
rehearsed a
She's
lot.
It was
laughing.
just. It was more like who's gonna play what, because it was
Right.
kind of like
chaotic.
loose.
Chaotic.
Did you still have 3 guitar players at the
And we
time?
used to swap, and like she would play drums. Sometimes
Don't you
I would
still
play
do
drums.
that?
Yeah.
We swap a lot, but Carol doesn't play drums anymore.
No.
Right.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can you tell us where that is from? Lovey, can you see?
That's
It's
I think
Austin?
that Austin City.
Austin City Limits.
That this is Austin.
Do I have a
City?
George
No,
Michael
wait.
shirt?
Do you have a
Yes.
George Michael
Austin
shirt?
City
You do
Limits?
actually.
Yeah, that's Austin City Limits.
Do I remember it well?
Lovey fainted after the show.
Why?
It's so hot.
I
Lovey,
I was drinking tequila for a whole year before the show.
Oh,
And
yes.
it was like 100 million degrees.
Yes,
And
that's Austin.
I was dealing with I was taking tequila every day.
I still want to talk about how you got back to who
Okay.
decided about this tour.
we wanted to hang out again.
Okay,
It's
so you
even-
missed each
Well,
other,
Yeah.
what happened? We got invited to play a festival in Brazil,
right?
and I think that was like, okay, now
Maybe
we're
we do
gonna
more.
like do all the work of like rehearse and relearn, remember, and put a show together. Might as well just
Keep doing it.
yeah. tried to do a tour.
which we did in late 2019, and then like the pandemic hit
Yeah.
right after.
Yeah,
so
we
we
had
sort of
some-
take two,
Yeah.
exactly sort of the same.
Yeah,
thing.
but we always had a lot of fun hanging out together, and because I mean we live in LA and we see each other more often, but we don't see Lovey that often, and it was just like it's a good opportunity to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like there's always, somebody has to be the person to like,
Oh, if it wasn't
persuade
for
the
Anna,
members.
if it wasn't for Anna,
So,
we
yeah.
wouldn't be doing this.
It's a
for
lot
sure.
to get a band back together and then tour and go, you know what, now let's take
You
it on the
know
road.
about it, right?
Yeah, it's
It's
just, I think it's so great. I know your fans are going to be like losing their minds that you're
Yeah.
doing this. They must be already.
Hopefully, yeah.
I hope so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
CSSmusic.club.
Wait, is that the
Your
website?
tickets.
Buy tickets.
Buy tickets?
Yeah.
Dot club?
I
Yeah,
know.
what's that about?
I don't know. I thought it
No,
was cute.
you can
CSS
choose.
Music.
You got
which
that?
dot club?
That's really cute. Have you
Yes.
written more songs that people? Are you putting out a new out? Is there anything like that behind this tour that
We're
people
not.
can
We're
expect?
not opposed to doing it, but we're.
Have you guys talked about it? About making new music?
We've touched the subject, but
Really?
this is more of
We
like a
may-
celebration.
Okay.
Follow love.
We made new music in 2019, but then something came in 2020 that
Right.
got our spirits below.
And it's possible that we will do it, but the tours are more like celebratory,
And I think we're not
Reunion.
putting a lot of pressure on ourselves, and we
Yeah,
just
you
want
wanna
to
have
hang
fun.
out and
Yeah.
see how that feels. And go
You know how
love it.
Madonna is doing celebration tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, aren't we going?
Very
Just the
similar.
same.
We're going.
We're going, right? Okay, because I
Yeah.
talked about it on Pants. I wanted to
We're
make sure.
going.
Yes,
We are
we're
going.
going.
Okay.
But it's
We
the
are
same
going.
concept, Madonna.
Yeah, all the phases.
It's just like when the Spice Girls came together that you went to the show, the reunion.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
reunion.
the best
2008.
shows of my life. Oh
One
my
of the
God.
greatest shows we've ever been, the Spice Girls.
Really?
Oh yes,
Reunion.
couldn't go pee. It's like we
It was
missed
like
too much.
The production value was something
It was
incredible.
so funny and fun.
Which you won't find on our shows. It won't be about production value. It will be about enthusiasm.
So at least you all are going to have the best time, which means it'll be infectious, which means the audience is going to have a great time. And so everyone's going to have a good time.
Okay, Mom.
Creativity.
Since no one's
It's gonna
writing
be
new
about
music and
creativity.
everyone just wants to celebrate their time together, it's going to be.
I think
that's what
we
it's
have
gonna
a good
be.
show because we have her.
No, if you go
Yeah.
in with the right
No, it's
attitude.
gonna be
with
like
the right
a
attitude, you're gonna have a good
Yoko,
time.
like instructions book. Like now, close your eyes and imagine that we have a huge LED screen behind
You don't
us.
need all that stuff. You don't
We
need
need
it.
imagination, but that's what she's saying. We'll prompt everyone to imagine those
Yes.
big things.
Right.
Just like SpongeBob.
Yeah,
And-
Yeah.
the rainbow.
And also like way back when you all played Coachella a bunch.
Twice.
Twice. We pulled some photos from Coachella, and I know there's some good stories behind these pictures.
Oh my God.
Would
I know
you
already
share?
which photo you're going to...
Okay, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to keep it easy.
Love é com a Lindsay. Eu, a Carol com a Lindsay.
We're gracious people, and we take photo with pens.
Well, no, but that's exactly what happened was we were hanging out. We were with
Lindsay Lohan.
the two of us and Steve Aoki. We were like by the side of some stage. I don't know who was playing. And Lindsay Lohan was there. And Steve went to Lindsay. He was like, "Oh, Lindsay, come meet like these girls. They're CSS. They're this amazing band from Brazil." And then Lindsay had a digital camera. It was 2007.
Power shot, maybe.
And a power shot. And she gave it to him and said, "Can I take a photo with you guys?" And we were like, "Okay." So I had a camera too. I was like, "Take one with mine too."
Yeah.
And that's the
Photo's great.
photo.
Also, I love there's like some smoke.
But see how she's like,
She's all-
and we're like,
it's cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, wait, one more. Wait, there's another. Wait, I have more than one actually. Anna.
they can't tell the story. I know exactly where you're going to pull up. The Courtney Love.
I started with
I
Anna's
love-
hair.
I mean, I'm
that.
sorry, but Courtney
It's
Love.
amazing.
Let's talk about it. How'd it happen?
They can't tell the story, but I just want to say that Courtney Love is like my teenage hero, like my favorite band
Absolutely.
is Hole and whatever. So you can tell the story.
Oh.
Well, we
Go
were-
gentle. Go
in
gentle.
Coachella, in the backstage, there's like this trailers. It's kind of like a trailer park, so each band has a trailer. And all of a sudden, Anna comes in. I think you fell off.
No. We were all inside the trailer.
Right.
And then I just look outside the little window and I was like, oh, look, Courtney Love is outside, and Anna, she got so excited. She's like,
drunk.
"Oh my god!" She opened the door, and
There was some stairs and
there
I
was
fell.
like some steps.
Did you play it
Did
off?
she
Say a lot
help,
to
did she
say.
help you up?
And she was drinking the baby Chandon with
Yeah.
that plastic little
The straw? Yes.
and she was like, I want to have baby Chandon before Coachella. She it was like the same thing with the ice that Anna always has ice. It was baby Chandon in 2007.
Was
it was so cute.
Well, I'm obsessed with having ice backstage because I like things chilled properly. But I think that's
It's very
That's on your
funny when
rider.
there's
The
no
quality.
ice. She starts like
Like a diva. A
yeah, and
diva
she's
comes
like, "Where's
out.
my ice?" And then the ice
Yeah.
comes and she
It's
starts
ice.
breaking it. It's like a whole. It's
Yeah,
great.
all I
It's
wanted
great.
was
and then
some ice.
everyone
Yeah.
appreciates having a cold drink
Yes.
after the
Anna
show.
does everything for us. We can give her ice.
But anyways, Courtney Love, she was great. And
So
then
did Courtney Love come and see CSS play?
she
Yes.
did well. So she looked at us like, "Who are you?" And we're like, CSS. She was inside our thing, so I was like,
Did
well,
you first when you got up? Did you act like you hadn't fallen?
Yeah.
Like how'd you play it off?
I just got up and
Like, that was, I always walk in like that. Okay.
Yeah.
as if nothing happened.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, we're CSS." And I pointed to
And
the
she
trailer.
said, "Who are you?"
And she said,
Right?
Were you like? Did you do like one of those Commedia dell'arte falls where you like somersault and you stand
I don't
right back up
remember
again?
exactly. I remember I fell and I got up and no one helped me. And the girls were
It's
laughing
always
at
about
me.
how you get
We're
up.
laughing.
And I was talking to Courtney Love, which was like a huge
I think
thing.
that you came back just like a cat when a cat falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Love. That's graceful. Like Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman.
Exactly like that.
Yes. Like Zoe Kravitz.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
So we started the show. When we started the show, I remember I had this
There's two people.
keyboards. When I did this to play and I looked down, Courtney Love was right here and I lost my shit.
Yeah.
She was there for like 3
But
songs.
it
She
wasn't
there
just
for the whole show.
her. On our left, because we played a cover of L7.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Donita's there. And I have
So
to be
cool.
like, cha-cha,
No,
cha-cha.
Peaches was there. Donita heard after the fact. Paris Hilton
Paris
was there.
Hilton was. It was just
Oh.
like,
Lovey did this. We have a song called "Meeting Paris Hilton." That
it's a great
Lovey-
song.
You
I
wrote
love
it
that
because
song.
yeah.
Because of you. You're my muse, not Paris. I mean, I love Paris, but because you were so enthusiastic talking about Paris Hilton, and then she introduced me to this whole new world.
Because Paris was that kind of the
She
very
was a
first.
very
I
she
know,
was
I
a
know.
cultural phenomenon.
She was the first one that was sort of famous for being who she is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and I thought that was fascinating at the time because it wasn't.
and at the same time, she's reading like the history of Russia or whatever.
Right.
But
We have many.
Hey, speaking of Brazil, is there anything you want to say to your people?
Oi, Brasil.
e aí, Di?
Muita gente ouve Pants no Brasil. Sabia?
Okay, I heard pants. What'd you
I
say?
did.
I'm
And I
saying
heard-
that a lot of Brazilians listen to Pants.
They do?
Yes.
Yeah, we were watching Carnival the other night, and one of the presenters or one of the hosts said, "Oh, she's a Pants fan."
Yeah, because she follows Pants, she follows you guys, and she follows us too. Kenya, she's a TV presenter.
Yeah, guys,
From
come
Globo.
to
Yeah,
Do
Brazil.
you know Kenya?
Kenya Sade. She's new. She's a newer presenter. Maybe Lovey doesn't know because Lovey doesn't watch TV, but she's great. Shout out.
Good for you.
Shout out.
Wow.
Yeah, Pants.
Time well spent.
There's a following.
So what else should you say
What?
To who?
to Brazil?
To Brazil.
ah,
Oi,
Oh,
like, hi.
hi.
we just played a show here. There in Brazil. I'm in Brazil right now, and it was we were surprised, right, with
Yeah.
the amount of people there while Hives were playing. There was so many people for us, and when we got in, everybody was screaming so much, and there was so many young fans
yeah.
who knew the lyrics, and it was so cute because there were all these weirdos, young people looking at us and singing the song. So we can say that playing Brazil is something very deep and very emotional and very strong. So lots of love for our fans here.
She's the best.
There you go.
Aw,
The
I
best.
love that.
That's why she.
Don't you think it's so great that like all these years that have passed where you're like, oh, we used to be a band, and meanwhile everyone's getting to know your band?
Yeah,
It's like when you
that's
come back, you're
fascinating.
gonna maybe have
It's
like
crazy.
twice to
like
three
a
times
whole
as many.
new generation.
Brazil
of-
is very much like that because I think at the beginning a few people our age like didn't get us, and we had this like writers, this journalists being like,
You said people were really chauvinistic.
It was very sexist
Yeah.
at the time when we came up. The whole press was really run by middle-aged men. not even middleweight men, straight men. And
Most
It was
times it was like,
very
they're not
s-
cute, they're this or that.
They're
right?
ugly.
yeah,
Oh, guys,
That's the review. They're ugly.
that's so mean.
very sexist. And like interviews, there was like a little hostile at times.
And
even.
being like, they can't play, this is trash,
Yeah.
whatever. And even in 2019, I was like, wow, like, these people understand. Like, it's a different amount of people here that, like, truly get us. And it was also, like, a different... After the governments, I think, like, there's a shift in society because I saw way more Black people there, way more, like... It was just
It's more
a
diverse,
diverse crowd of people that were
crowd that we have.
empowered that they not necessarily were back in 2003 or 4 or whatever. So it's great. It's like a
we
nice
love it.
change.
Yeah, this sort of new
Leisha.
generation of fans and journalists too, press. media.
We always had a backing track going on because we had many layers and we had backing tracks, and people would say like, they're not even playing anything, there's a backing track going on.
yeah,
And
there was-
now everybody
Meanwhile,
uses
every
backing
band-
tracks.
Meanwhile,
Like-
Kraftwerk is
track.
like, we are the
Everybody-
robots.
yeah.
You know, the
and
backing
Daft
tracks
Punk.
because there's like effects in the songs
Right.
that comes out of
You
the backing
can't play
track, but
everything,
we're
there's
fully
only so
singing
many
a
of
I
you.
don't
show.
care, but it's
I-
like,
I
Yeah,
know
but
for
the
a
thing
fact
I'm
they play
saying-
live. I know for a fact you all play live because you three were in our house rehearsing for like 2 weeks.
sorry.
It was great. I was like, some songs I was like, I didn't even hear this, but now I love the song. For like 2-3 weeks,
Yeah.
every single day they were
need
in our
somewhere to
house.
practice.
Exactly. I want Leisha to pop on and do a song on the
Oh
drums.
yeah, I'm ready whenever you guys
That'd be
are.
awesome.
I've been trying to.
I mean, I need warning. I need to practice with my drum teacher.
Okay.
But
Oh,
I'm
cool.
pretty good now.
Leisha, can you play the saxophone?
Totally. For you, I can.
Wouldn't
I'll
it be
learn.
fun
Nice.
if Leisha just hopped up just for like
would
one
be great.
for one song?
Yes.
Are you ready, Leash?
I will be.
That's
Tell
a
me
good
when.
one.
Snoop Dogg. What's this
Oh
story?
no, that's Australia.
Okay.
That's
Well,
Australia.
I know that we met Snoop Dogg.
We met Snoop Dogg too.
He was on the L Word.
He was in the L Word.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
He's so nice.
That's why I asked him for a photo. I was like, "Were you in the L Word?"
That's what
He
he's,
did not.
that's what he's known for.
It's the
Yeah.
kids'
Yeah.
video, right? Kid is
And
like
you were
shooting a
wearing
video.
Yeah,
that
kids
t-shirt?
video.
I was wearing that T-shirt. I was wearing a Snoop T-shirt.
Like coincidentally?
He was playing at
Okay.
festival.
Oh, did you
Okay.
see him play live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
He was
really?
playing at festival. We were
Because
playing.
our sound guy was doing sound for him.
Oh.
And then he was like, oh, you can come with me and we can watch from the
I would
stage.
love to see Snoop live.
And he
he's-
smells really good. I mean, you met him.
He's very smooth. Like the thing that
He's
it was
like,
this
what's
it was the smoothest silk. Like everything was so soft.
Yeah.
Like that I touched. It was
Right.
very very brief, mind you. But it was but it was very
It was a brief
soft.
touching.
Yeah. No, it's because we in Australia they have these great festivals that all the bands travel together, so you get to see
Oh.
all these shows and travel with these
Like
people.
Big Day Out with.
Yeah.
It's known as Big
No
Day
more.
Out.
I want to hear, are there updates on your van? How you're going to tour the U.S.?
Yeah,
I know
Anna
you were-
is trying to figure out the
it gonna be a van, a
transportation
bus?
for
Talk
you
about
all.
that.
I just want to make sure you're traveling in comfort. And
We
stuff.
are.
Yes.
We are.
Okay,
yes.
great.
we are
Because
excited.
you know,
And
We have an
safely.
extra bed if you want to.
thank
And
you.
safely, yes.
Because we're all past the age
Safely.
of rolling
See,
around in a
because we
van.
talked about the driver. Because I know
Oh,
you were like,
the
if
killer driver? Or-
no,
No.
just you
Killer
were
driver.
thinking
No,
about
because
different
Leisha
people.
loves touring in the van, which is why
I wouldn't say I love it, but
Wow.
I've done it so much.
Well,
a
a
sprinter.
a sprinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not like
But
a
you drive?
Chevy conversion van.
Did you drive?
I've many years
Wow.
I've
Rock
driven.
and roll.
But we're also not
Getting it.
shocking 25 anymore.
So how's that? What does that mean with touring? Like you're gonna
I mean, you know.
I mean,
By
we haven't
15
short
years.
stints.
It means Anna won't be drinking Red Bull and Baileys or whatever.
no,
or
no, I
vodka
stopped that
and
long time
Baileys.
ago.
Red Bull. and
We
Baileys.
used to
Whatever
do
that
Jager
was.
bombs.
Jager bombs.
Jaeger
We had
bombs.
that.
By the way, you know you're gonna be
Yes.
doing all of that.
No.
Let's not pretend.
No,
No,
Really?
not that much.
We actually just go to dinners. I mean,
Actually, at our last tour, we started doing Chá no Show, which
What's
means
that?
it's a how do you translate that, Lavi?
Shana
Tea,
In the show?
tea in the show.
we at the show.
We were drinking tea, basically, just
Yeah.
a sensible, warm
Oh,
chamomile
that's
Nice.
lovely.
tea.
Like a warm chamomile or
Good
a
for the
mint.
vocal cords.
No caffeine.
And your merch, is your merch going to be available
Oh my
before
God, the
you
merch
on
is
tour?
so cute.
But can people buy it before so they can
If we
show
can-
up with it on?
If we can
haven't worked that
arrange
out
it.
yet.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Are you going to
yet.
put it
Get on it,
online?
Anna.
Anna?
I don't know. Do you want to do it? I need to find someone to do the.
Yeah.
Unclear.
Ideally, yes.
Who designs the merch? Do you?
Levy has
Levy?
some logos, but Carol is
Carol,
doing
too.
some stuff too.
Yeah, it's all DIY, all inside the band.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so
We can
good.
run a town,
Exactly. That's the thing. We're very
small village.
DIY band. Like we do everything ourselves.
That's great because
We
we're like a
don't
DIY
outsource anything.
podcast,
Oh
as
my
you
God.
know.
Yeah,
Everything.
that's why we get along.
Yeah.
You know, but that's it, it's also like a lot of work.
Right. I know.
Local. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm exhausted. Okay. Well, listen, I know everyone's going to be super excited that you're doing this. So I'm saying thank you for all your fans because I'm excited.
I'm saying thank you
I'm a fan
for
of your
myself
band,
because
and I
I've been
can't wait.
waiting 9 years to see you guys play, and I'm so excited.
Levy,
And
I can't wait to meet you in person.
Oh, you guys
too.
gonna
I'm
go.
so excited you're coming to stay
I
with
can't
us,
wait to see
love.
what you're going to wear. I can't wait to watch you on stage. And then do you want to say the dates one more time?
Yes.
Can I give a message for the pockets?
Please do.
Absolutely.
Hey, pockets. Please buy our tickets and bring your cousins or your kids if it's an appropriate age, and bring your friends because this is a reunion and we don't know if we're gonna make this effort to tour again. So maybe this could be your last chance.
That's right.
Or
It's true, yeah.
so come to our shows, and I think it's gonna be. We are so excited. It's been so long that we don't play together, and everybody says that we're a good band because we love being there and just being together. And I think, and I like seeing that too. And I never see this kind of intimacy and humor in bands, so I think it's gonna be special.
Our shows
It
are
is.
very fun. I'll say that,
Yeah.
and they keep being very fun. So
Let's hear it.
Here you
Not
go.
always. Okay, there
May
are
3rd, Black Hat, Washington, D.C. May 4th, New York, Webster Hall. May 5th, The Sinclair in Boston, Massachusetts. May 6th, The Foundry, Philadelphia. May 8th, Lincoln Hall, Chicago. May 9th, Fine Line, Minneapolis. May 11th, Marquis Theater, Denver. Or it's apparently just the Marquis now. May 12th, Kilby Block Party, Salt Lake City. It's a great festival. May 14th, The Independent in San Francisco. May 18th, Just Like Heaven Festival in Los Angeles. Was that clear?
Very
Very.
clear.
Okay.
especially Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the only one with the state.
It's because it's impossible to say for us Brazilians.
Can you say it again?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
It's very hard for us
Yeah.
Brazilians to say that.
Say it, Lovey.
Massachusetts.
So good.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Wait, no, no,
yeah,
no.
you have
Wait,
more.
we're done.
We're not done.
we have the
We're not
European
done.
dates because
Oh,
this is
European dates, right.
Shout out
June-
European pockets.
June 27, in Glasgow, UK at the Dry Gate. Glasgow, sorry.
Glasgow.
June 23rd, Manchester, New Century Hall. June 24th, Leeds, Brundell Social Club. June 25th, Birmingham, XOYO. Or Zoyo.
Show you.
Show you.
June 27th, O2 Forum, Kentish Town in London. June 28th, Brighton, Chalk. June 29th, June 29th is going to be Oxford, TBD. June 30th, Bristol Sounds. July 2nd, at the Trabendo in Paris. July 4th, Razmataz in Barcelona. July 5th, Sala Copérnico in Madrid. July 6th, Lisboa ao vivo in Lisboa. And July 7th, Hard Club in Porto. And then I go back home.
If you feel like it.
Yeah, you might want to
We'll
stay.
probably take a couple
But I
of-
need you
Yeah.
to come back home because I can't deal with those animals by myself.
Oh my God, all I hear is like, Anna's out of town. It's like 2 days. It's like a breakdown over here. I'm like,
as CSS
gonna be
knows, without
okay.
Anna,
Nothing happens.
I know, but I'm
falls
worried
apart.
about you on a tour with Anna on a whole
I am
tour.
worried about myself as well. I'm worried about the
What
whole
are we gonna
household.
do with you?
I don't know.
Well, you guys live we all live very close.
I can't fill your shoes, Anna. I'm already in the pants.
Yeah, there's only so
Can't
much
do
you
the
can
shoes
do.
too.
You'll be fine.
You'll be all right.
I know.
Anyway,
It's gonna be rough out
thank
there
you for
me.
coming on to Pants.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
having
having
us.
us. This is
Levy,
very
thank
fun.
you for
Levy.
zooming in. Should we play out? I'm
Yes.
going to play drums this time. This is Pants with Kate Moennig and Leisha Hailey. It's produced and edited by Arwen Nicks.
Additional producing and editing by MaryLeigh Roohan.
Mixing by Valentino Rivera.
And our theme song is by Carol Parra of the band CSS, and artwork is by Lovefoxxx.
Pants.
Are you gonna play the drum?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh shoot! And I brought my.
Thanks, everyone.